cause umeuliza swali mzuri sana. These are people who this kid didn't fall from
the tree from heaven at
you people had sexual intercourse, unprotected sexual intercourse,
and you both enjoyed.
Yes, you had fun. You went to Cloud9 and back. You went to Cloud9 and back. And you didn't imagine we could condomize, we could pull out. We could pull out, we could measure P2, we could what else?
This girl can get a coil.
Yes.
Anaweza wekewa no plant.
Yes.
Boy anaweza fanywa vasectomy.
You decided nayo. You decided nayo. Roll. Let's hit it. Let's mkafika hadi you people did come. You know, let's call that spade, not a big spoon, you know. You people did come. Mkafika cloud hata yenu ilipita 9 ikaenda 10 12 ikarudi hadi tena ikarudi and you didn't dare even you know bother. And then you know like a few months or weeks
sana wakikufa je.
Nakwambia Zapa anakunywa madeva hapa nje we.
I'm taken.
You're taken? But it's okay to admire, right?
Yeah. And if it's good so
Aba kwa screens is taken, kwa ground is not taken.
Zapa is taken.
I'm taken. Not for granted.
Me I'm not. Unakumbuka ile siku fulani nikisema mimi in a relationship niliachwa. So oh wow.
What's your state?
Come on, mimi let's kunja na mtu watajua tu. There will be signs. I won't say but there will be signs.
Okay.
Ningekuja hapa kama hata nimevaa vest yake. Ningekuja hapa kama hata viatu kwa.
I didn't ask about that. Mbona mnapenda kuvaa nguo zetu?
Oh, you will never understand. You will never. Cause boxers.
Na shorts and their shorts and their cargo pants and their sweat pants. You just don't understand.
No, I'm going to cause I'm boxer. Me kuna hiyo
whenever I buy boxers and I'm making sure kuna moja ya white yenye najuanga hiyo si yangu.
Ya demi yako.
It's automatic. Lazima tuitaenda.
Cause me, what if we are dating? I must name my man's boxers.
Why? Let me understand
his
why.
T-shirts, his hoodies, his boxers.
He has to have a collection of nice smelling perfumes.
Yes. Ata belt. Mtanda nini. Like that's my love for him. That's my love language.
I have something, let me tell you, even for a lady, just have something around your man that whenever you're not there, it reminds him of you.
Oh.
You get, so we get some things that remind us of them.
Msichukuange mingi.
But boxers zinakuanga comfortable. Yeah, very.
But then whoever invented boxers, invented now biker shorts, version ya boxers. Ina ile kitu.
What I understand mostly kuna types of
hizi terms za Calvin Klein mimi naweza taka zione kama unapenda ni huku juu.
So that's why there's always ladies akiona amevaa boxer ya Calvin Klein.
But then Calvin Klein is very comfortable.
Wanafaa watengenezea boxers.
Welcome back. Ya leo ni mengi. Lakini ya dunia ni mengi sana.
Ya kuku ni mayai, ya binadamu.
Ya dunia ni mengi sana.
Na disconnected bond ni mengi.
Yeah.
My name is
anaitwa Zapa. But that's how I call you.
That's you. My name is Zapa.
It's called Frank Zapa.
Yes, thank you. Zelma. Azilo.
And they call me V or Vero Mokeira.
Mokeira.
Yeah, thanks. I love people call me that. Mokeira.
Yeah. Today.
Leo.
Tuko na sura ya kazi.
Yani sasa hivi
hatutaki jokes. Zapa is the only person laughing.
You know, I'm already.
I know, and the laugh is not laugh.
It's,
laugh.
It's not doing its thing. Yeah? This guy dared posted on his Facebook.
I need to read it. the way as it is. As it is.
He did.
Come on. You know, Facebook inakulizanga aje? What's on your mind? Sina kulizanga hiyo.
Yes,
Men, quote unquote, men don't run away from men don't run away from responsibilities. Most are running away from toxic baby mamas. Nirushe tu mawe sasa. You are toxic.
Okay, hold on.
In caps.
Hold on. Men
don't run away from responsibilities.
Hold
Most
up.
That's very general.
Hold up. That's very general. Second statement.
Most.
Thank you. Most. Underline most. Caps. Bold. Continue.
Are running away from toxic baby mamas.
Most. Not all. Most of them are running away from toxic baby mamas.
But now you've the fact that a majority will evade the most and now take the, you know how people are, they will take what they want to hear.
Yeah.
They will take what they want to see, you know. They will evade your part here. So they'll be like, men don't run away from responsibilities. They are running away from toxic baby mamas.
Before munipige mawe, I want us to get into the same page here. You agree kuna toxic baby mamas?
Of course, toxic baby mamas, toxic baby daddies.
No, I'm talking about my statements. Hiyo yenu mtaleta baadaye. Wako, si ndio?
Yep.
But ni nini inafanya mtu anakuwa baby daddy or baby mama? Let's go back there.
When the relationship is not working.
How did you get here?
Listen. Listen, to begin with. Time yenye mnapatananga na mtu mnakuanga mmependana. And there I say, huyu dem mkikaa na yeye hata mkae na yeye 7 years unashoji uko ako toxic, Men know how to navigate the toxicity of women. The only part they don't know how to navigate the toxicity of women is when now this woman has their child.
Yeah.
Unaona? Yes, because I've seen men date women that don't even match their energy for like 5-10 years and they're still together. But once a child is involved,
now that's when like,
so they're running away from responsibilities. Please.
Okay.
And first of all, I want to make this clear, like, this is not a gender thing.
It's not.
This is not a gender thing. This is not a gender war or anything. And we're not going to generalize it if there's any English word like that. I stand to be
we are not going to be gender discreet about it.
Yes. But fact is, honestly, yeah, there are toxic baby mamas, to be honest. But I feel like, because umeuliza swali mzuri sana. These are people who, this kid didn't fall from
the tree, from heaven.
You people had sexual intercourse, unprotected sexual intercourse.
And you both enjoyed.
Yes, you had fun. You went to Cloud9 and back. You went to Cloud9 and back. And you didn't imagine we could condomize, we could pull out. We could measure P2, we could what else?
This girl can get a coil.
Yes.
Anaweza wekewa no plant.
Yes.
Boy anaweza fanywa vasectomy.
You decided nayo. You decided nayo. Raw. Let's hit it. Let's mkafika hadi you people did come. You know, let's call a spade, not a big spoon, you know. You people did come. Mkafika Cloud hata yenu ilipita 9 ikaenda 10 12 ikarudi hadi tena ikarudi, and you didn't dare even you know bother. And then, you know, like a few months or weeks,
okay, I always
toxic.
I always feel by the time mnaanza kuwa baby mama and baby daddy, you were together before that, in the baby came.
No,
sometimes
it could
not.
No,
Sometimes
It could be a one night thing, one time thing.
Okay,
hook up.
Okay. We are talking about this one where, but the other one is very different actually.
Extremely different.
The one of it was a one night stand,
and God can decide. You know what?
Hook up.
That one I feel more toxic than where.
Considering these people.
So looking at whereby tulikuwa pamoja then tukaseparate because maybe 1 or 3 things didn't work out. For such relationships, we feel both parents are very responsible.
should be very
Should.
responsible.
Okay, me feel
Take
they are.
responsibility.
No. Me feel they are. There's no way somebody you have been with maybe 5 years together.
Or months.
Yes. Things didn't work out. By the time mtu yame anakuja, both of you agreed. No. I'm looking at that scenario. No. I'm looking at the scenario whereby both of you agreed the baby be born.
Yeah.
Mtu amezaliwa, then you realize maybe 1 year later or 2 years later things are not working out
Between you two. Okay.
So in that scenario, me feel the man will be very comfortable even visiting to see the kid, and the woman will be very welcoming for the man to visit and see the kid, and the man will be okay offering his support as he is supposed to do.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the other side, whereby it was you were linked up, or it was a one night stand, like there was no connection yenye iliwaweka pamoja for the kid to be born, alafu the woman just decided, you know what, I can't go for abortion or stuff, I can keep the baby. The man was not ready to be a dad.
Neither was the woman ready to be a mom.
Neither was the woman ready to be but because of her own health, anger risk for abortion. So the man always feels the woman is toxic when she is asking for.
Yeah, so this is where men start feeling trapped,
yes.
Right? And let me tell you, there's always a choice. There are a lot of circumstances that contribute to a child. One thing you have to do, if you are able to ejaculate and make a woman pregnant, you are a mature, responsible citizen. No, that is something that stands.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. That means you're responsible for yourself. Unaweza jibaya nguo, unaweza jibaya toja, unaweza jibaya shati. Double that effort and take care of your child. Not just financially, but also just be there as a dad. Let me tell you. Unaona hii responsibility yenye unaongelelea. Most men also just assume that if I send them money, it's okay, you know. I'll send them money.
Like we don't want to be in the kids' life physically.
Yeah, do you know something that is funny? A woman who's given birth, from the time they've given birth to their last child or their first child, you see, to their last child, it takes a woman 7 years for their body hormones and for their body and mental health to go back to normal. 7 years.
I didn't know that.
Now you know. So that is why people, some people would say that postpartum depression would kick in maybe at 2 weeks or after pregnant. It can even kick in as late as 5 years after giving birth, you know. Now because you're here handling responsibilities over this child. Yes, the man is there sending money, being financially responsible and everything. But there are other things which are involved, like, you know, making decisions maintaining this child, character nurturing, you see. And sometimes you're just tired, and this is why 2 people are supposed to be giving birth as parents, not 1 person. There is a day that I am just too exhausted to handle a 2-year-old's tantrum. Bro.
1 year. It's not even 2 years.
Those kids can throw a tantrum for like 6 hours. Non-stop. Umetoka job, umetoka kuhustle, umekuja, umeshughulikia wanakula nini, maybe mwingine alifukuzwa wafi, haujui kuhandle. There's this one follow nini. Who is supposed to be there to help you through? The dad. Where's the dad? This is where now we start becoming toxic. Let me just tell you. Ndakupigia simu nikwambie, ona, nimechoka kukulelea watoto. Kesho niwabebe nikulete
because indirectly zote traps za mtoto zinaku affect pia wewe as a mom.
Exactly.
But I feel like you know, whether like especially we are talking about yenye you people are together and then a kid came in and then mkadi said, you know what, it won't work out, so let's go our separate ways. Honestly, as a responsible man, mtoto alishakuja hapa katikati. Don't let the issues you had, the 2 of you, that didn't make you guys work out, affect this kid.
Yeah.
The kid already came. He or she is innocent, you know, and he or she didn't choose to come. You people decided to come and then this kid didn't say to come. You both chose to come and then the baby came.
Yeah.
So please, like, just stop being bitter. I feel like stop being bitter, because at the end of the day, you are going to affect. Let me tell you. Let me just use a live example. Maureen Waititu is a strong mom. Frankie did her dirty, man in the public eye. But kwenda late last year, the fact that she chose to forget all that and prioritize, you know, and allow Frankie to come back into life yake. Yeah, but now you see life yake, but the kid's life. That was so responsible and mature of her. So what is so difficult, despite the dirty thing is you people had together, you know, cause as a responsible man, it's not about money, and I don't know why we've just made it about money, you know. Society and everyone has made it about money, you know. It's all about, like, a man will be like, sina mtumia pesa, and
let me just try and answer you about that. You see, right now the world, actually lives are economized. Life is like 100% economized. You see, you can't get medication without food.
Everything is money.
Yeah, exactly, right? Everything is money. So money is a way of easing the burden, right? But then one thing we have to forget, it is a way of easing the burden, but it doesn't take away all of that burden. Yeah. But also I do feel that wanawake msinirushe mawe, but it is the truth. I am a baby mama. I know I'm not together with my kids' daddies, right? Daddy, yeah. So I'm like, if you are a woman and you're a single woman, sometimes also your society matters a lot, the people around you, because mimi najua I came here and I was very bitter, but some of us women hold on to a lot of bitterness that it in a blur the fact that there are kids involved and we are not. Sometimes also ile personalize, let me say, women, we personalize our love to our kids extremely, right? That is all unaanza kusema mimi mtoto wangu siwezi pea huyo mtu.
No, mimi
baba yao ni baba yao. Come on.
No, mimi kenya ni waringi. Kenya, actually, I think I've said this before. Like, honestly, as a mom, patinye, okay, oh God forbid, I'm not going to be a single mom. But mimi nasemanga, like, itanika ya ngumu kuimagine probably this person has moved on, they are in another marriage or whatever, and now I'm supposed to mtoto anafaa kwenda ukanae weekendi, and there's another like I'll be, oh my God, how will this other lady treat my kid? Atakuwa sawa, you know, because we are human and sometimes women can be women, but ngoja, there's something I have to do. So for instance, mtu kama Mulamwa alikuja akakata mtoto, you know, there's something, honestly, it would be difficult for a human being to forgive.
Yeah, exactly. But wewe, I know
this man amekuja publicly akakataa mtoto, alafu mtoto akatoka na mfano na ni msichana, female photocopy of the dad.
I always look at
one thing I know. Sorry to interrupt you, but one thing I know is for men ni ngumu sana mwanaume akatai mtoto unless wait, let me tell you, if for example I've been dating with Zappa, right? I've been dating with Zappa and he knows precisely nimekuwa exclusive, where wanaume wanaanzanga kukataa watoto and whatever, inakwanga where the only thing is where their trust in you is questionable. Hiyo na inakwanga tu ukweli. Inakwanga ukweli. Because I have seen men who totally trust women who they should not trust, and they've raised kids who are not theirs. And they're doing it out there because they trust. There is trust.
Yeah. It matters more than just
because there is trust.
No, of course it's not about love. It's never about
because
love.
Because now let me tell you. So where now toxic parenting, you know, like what you have raised, like that now you are imagining your kid going and anakuwa handled by some other lady. Now that is where, you know, parenting is also all about trust.
Yeah.
You have to know to trust the other parent, you know, your partner in parenting, that they can protect their own child. You know, they can stand up for their own child. Because if I started dating today,
men, you know, if it's the lady, like ladies will just see will be all over the kidney. Sometimes men will be like, he's fine, you know, he's relaxed.
No, that is you know, like irresponsible.
He's home, he's fine. No, consider probably sometimes, you know, women are probably good at hiding their character. Probably this person has another wife. They've moved on.
Yeah.
So in his mind, the man is like, why would she even think of doing bad to this kid. So he's comfortable. Like, she can't do that. She can't just decide to harm the kid or just be biased or, shout at the kid or just do something bad, So he'll be comfortable. But if it's us, I will have that second thought, what if?
What happens?
Which men don't have. So he'll tend to be a bit relaxed, like, this is my partner. So they can't, and he'll be relaxed,
My point.
And he won't imagine
when it comes to a man moving on and my son or my daughter comes visiting and I have another
have your woman,
another different woman. Honestly, I will never trust that woman with my kid.
Now again, that's an issue.
The issue is, if they have never been together, ukasoma relationship yao mwanamke na my.
Of course, it will take some time. Come on, we are human.
It's very hard for you to trust the woman.
The first time. I agree with you.
If you get that there is an issue between the baby mama and my current girlfriend,
they shouldn't even have a relationship.
No, they should not have a relationship. But then I don't know how they get
issue niko nayo ni most of the time and it's women. Most of the time when women, I don't know why women get bitter or angrier, the moment they notice you've moved on. Na any baby mama, I don't know, they will just get aggravated. Why does it happen? Like, probably you are okay, you are fine.
Do you know there's this quote kanaendanga sana anasemanga, a man would drop a woman they've been with for 6 years and then pick another woman that he has met only for 2 days and then give them everything that this other one kept asking for. So this is where now if your baby mama is someone who's not self-aware, who doesn't know themselves, who unajua, like her worth or her value is tied to maybe who other people view her to be, now something like that would affect them. Definitely. You see, something like that would affect them. But it is advocated for that if your man or if your baby daddy supposedly moves on, let me tell you, these men are easy to manipulate as a woman. And I can as easily manipulate him by being closer to his woman. Easily, by just letting my guard down and mwambie, so you are best. And it would be easier for that, and it would be also easier for my child to relate to this woman. And it would also be safe for that way.
What I know is, for women, I don't know how you always get a way around. If I move on, mtakuwa maybe in any way good friends with the new woman. I don't know how you do it, but it happens.
Let me ask.
Unapata me, I never imagine, like, how can you be a good friend to somebody who took your position?
No, let me tell you right now. Any past relationship that I have, let me tell you, for every relationship to break, it takes two to tangle. Which part did I play to have it break? And which part did you play to have it break? Now, I'll make peace with that, you make peace with that. After making peace with that, then I'll know that this was not meant to work.
Unless I'm bitter.
Exactly. There is no position that she has taken. No, it's
because we had nothing. Whatever we had our good times and it ended. And that is perfectly fine. So, ain't no way I'm going to be bitter. Why should I be bitter? It's fine, like, we could be actually good friends unless she tries now to rub
or maybe if she is insecure, which if you make her insecure, also if you make her insecure, or if it is just her personality to be insecure,
now that's when we'll probably have issues.
Now that I will have to sit down with the man and talk about it and tell them, me now, I can't deal with the insecurity of your woman. So if you're handling my child, this and this and this, also it needs to be an agreement between both parents without their partners getting involved first. This is the thing. Marriage is very complicated. Okay. Let me just put it, generalize it like that. Kufika, this is a very mature relationship that can lead to marriage, right? Because I wouldn't want you to introduce my child to every other Ruth Brandi Brenda kila mtu nje, hapana, no.
Tena anti mwingine.
For you to introduce our child to some other woman, then that means your relationship is leading to marriage, and vice versa. If I introduce our child to my man, then that means that relationship is leading somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
not
this
every
is something,
day kuna uncle mgeni,
uncle nani, uncle
until the kid, I tend to, such things will affect actually the kid psychologically.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm trying to say is, for it to get there, I will have to call you, sit down and tell you, no, I'm moving on, and I think it's high time for me to introduce our child to so and so. And it would be like, so this is how I feel. I don't feel comfortable when you introduce my child to another man unless I know this man. Right? And also as a woman, I also just come and tell you, I don't feel very comfortable for you to introduce my child to this woman unless she's someone you can fully trust.
Yeah.
You have to handle our child, even if you have decided
that
you see
this the woman I want to move on
that
with.
If in any case anything happens with between our partners and our child, then us together we can come in and protect this child without any of our partners feeling insecure that we are choosing each other over them.
Or them trying to come in between and sabotage the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you will never run from the fact that you have something that is going to tie you together.
And bring you together.
Yes, regardless of any circumstances or any situation, you brought a kid together into this world. And as long as umtushako hai, you people in one way or another, you will come together for the betterment of this kid, especially if you are mature and you care for this kid and you want this kid to grow up well. Because let me tell you, when a couple breaks up, these kids are the ones who get more affected. Yes, these two parties will be affected, but these kids get more affected. This is how we end up bringing up kids who are traumatized in life, kids who have fear, responsibility,
anxiety, they don't want to be parents themselves.
Kids who actually will end up also being single parents, because I've grown seeing my mom being
a single parent.
First of all, I've grown with okay, I have like this, I'm just trying to be in their mind. They've seen their parents be like, especially if it's moms have a way of corrupting their kids mind with babako ataendi alituacha hata hatutaki hatujali even if alitutesa alitufanya babako ni mbaya. So na mtoto ni innocent, atashikilia enyewe babangu atashikilia na grow akijua atakuwa bitter, atakuwa na resentment and all that. So I feel like you are adults, you two decided whether you decided or not, a kid alikuja hapa katikati, mtoto ni innocent, because that's why our society is so messed up. We have all these kids doing stuffs and we are like, hold up, uko na wazazi, bring back kiboko, bring back slippers, because hizi vitu mnafanya hata Moses angekuwa hapa, zile barua angeandika, ni Moses angeandika, zile barua angekuwa anatumia watu kuandika, hata angekuwa na lack words, I feel like hizi ndo vitu zinachangia. And now the sad thing is our society currently right now, it's single parents, left, right, center, in between, up, down, and all that.
And let me tell you something that is really scary. That our peers from our generation going downwards, I think we're going to be the first generation that have the fewer or no kids, because people are starting to realize that parenting isn't all about roses. But by the way, one advice naeza pea mtu, if you're not a parent yet, don't rush, work on yourself first. But if you're already a parent and the work is not done yet, because working on yourself is something continuous. Start now, because you're raising someone else. So as you parent your own child, also reparent yourself. Because one thing that I know, I grew up and I figured it out. Kids usually figure out your bullshit in one way or another. Your child they will figure out. They'll figure it out at 20, at 18, at 16, at 12. Yes, they'll figure out your bullshit.
And sometimes actually they will choose out of probably respect. They will choose not to tell you. But that thing will be eating them up, and they will never open up.
There's some people they totally don't have a connection with their parents, because hawezi kukuambia.
After they noticed a few things about their parents, they were like, in a way it disconnected them, or they took a step or steps back from their parents, you know, of which I honestly wouldn't blame them. And that's why I normally say that try to work on your traumas. Fine, it happened and you won't reverse. And you know, our parents, sign your CC, we are the type of, we are going to be parents when we will probably be having such conversations candid with our kids.
With our kids,
But wazazi wetu hizo vitu utaenda kuambia.
No one told them, because no one told them.
Ilikuwa military style. Ilikuwa kugrow military style. Yenye kuna hiyo gap yenye fear yenye ilikuja na respect, fear iko combined with respect. Yenye I wouldn't try to call my mom and dad and try to tell them like, there's this mom, why did I notice this and thing, you know? Like, you would be right, but for them, of which I wouldn't blame them, they will tend to feel like that's disrespect, you know? So I normally say this, actually I normally tell people, work on your traumas. From childhood traumas, work on your childhood because actually before you actually, like you said, if you're not a parent yet, work on your childhood traumas, work on all these traumas zenye zingine ni they're not childhood, so that you become mentally sane, mentally good, mentally healthy to bring up another person.
Be responsible for a whole human being.
Yes. And also not even for your kid alone, for even a new relationship, a new for also your partner, because if you haven't worked on your traumas, on all these issues, in one way or another, you're going to affect your partner. And now if a kid happens to come in, they're going to be affected way worse than you even affected your kid. That's why kila siku tunaambia mental health, prioritize yourself, you know. If you need to go, man, this 2024,
and this is something I was not told before I had kids, but I'll tell everyone else out there, choose who you
have a kid.
Choose who you're having a kid with. By the way, choose who you're having a kid with. Not everybody just deserve that beautiful, intelligent ego sperm. So just choose who you're having a child with, a man or a woman. And regardless of any circumstance that you have brought in a child, please allow a parent to be in their kids' life. If they want to get involved. If they don't want to get involved, then find a way. But if there is a parent, if you have a parent, a fellow parent, then even if you're not in good terms, reach out, talk to them. Maybe whatever they're going through is what is not allowing them to be in the child's life, right? But also just open that door, but be very discerning of which character you allow into your child's life. Zapa, what's your take as a mom?
You know, I've been listening more than talking. The reason I've been listening is because mostly when it comes to single parenting, it's more of a lady thing than a man's thing.
Because that's how society has made it to be.
Which is actually we have single parents for men.
But they are kudos to them out there, by
and
the
they
way.
do well
and wonderfully.
And you never see them come out to talk about it. But they're okay. Because we men, we usually tend to keep our personal life to ourselves. We never want everybody to know about it. One thing I could like to talk about is maybe baby daddies and baby mamas. Where do you get the guts to come and fight on social media?
Online?
I know.
That's so uncalled for.
Exactly.
Because first of all, when you are making this kid, why are you making the kid on social media?
And then plus, listen, the internet never forgets. What if your child bumps into this someday?
No. You know, actually, this is what I ask myself every single. Because, okay, sorry, but I'm going back to this live example of, you know, Frankie and, you know, Maureen. Yes, Frankie came and apologized publicly, you know, but still, isn't it actually they will affect these kids? They'll be like, yes, of course, my dad came and said sorry, but they did this to my mom publicly. publicly on social
but I also
media.
think the beauty of that is the fact that now he is teaching other men out there, or plus his sons, to just apologize. It doesn't kill you to apologize and then pick from where
Also, I feel like Sony, Carol Sony is still, having that, creating that barrier, and pushing Mulamwa away from wanting to come to this. Because let me tell you, if Mulamwa did the same thing any mature man will do, like Frankie did, I embarrassed this kid and the mom publicly. Like a man I am, I'm going to, lower my pride, shusha ego, come back online and say sorry. If, and be like, what, this is my kid, because this is someone who came and be like, this was not my kid, blah, 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 and said no, denied. Come back, no. Also, it will put this lady at a position to be like, fine, you know what? It happened. They've said sorry, because you agree. That's how women sometimes we are. Ukisema sorry, it will put me in this place, I'll be like,
vulnerable.
It's fine. They did what they did. It happened at that time. But you know what?
Sorry.
They said sorry, and it's fine. I'm going to throw away all this dirt and just bring them back and be like, it's fine. This is the kid, be in their life, blah blah. And because let me tell you, as much as they'll joke like I told the kid baba yake aligongwa na train, yes, niliambia mtoto sijui nini. It could be jokes online, but those things, I'm going to say the same thing. That's how we end up bringing up generations of traumatized kids,
children.
Kids who are having these weird characters, weird things. Because let me tell you, we are in a generation where kids are going to find different ways, coping mechanisms, which sometimes will be bad.
Worse than maybe the things that we found.
Imagine now if other kids are going to be like, baba yako, kumbuka, the internet never forgets. Oh, this your dad, this and this came to public. Your dad was a public figure, came to public and did this and this. It doesn't have to be a public figure or whatever. Be it Facebook, hizi vitu za kuandika nini and stuff like, you met this kid, nyinyi wawili kwa kitanda. The public was not there. Muka come.
But now that you put it in the public and made it our business, make it also our business when you reconcile.
Yes. Because the moment maybe that's why I normally say, man, I will do. God blesses me with a family. I will do anything. Mimi alinikufe bora watu wasijue mtu na date. My family out of social media.
I was giving my point. My take. So it's good to be out here talking about your relationship, but when it comes to you have issues, I've seen people come online to settle their issues on Facebook comments
and to seek other people's validation.
The worst thing I've seen is where you two are online, you have fame, you have followers. I post something, my baby mama posts something, people come and realize these two people are actually fighting. No, we are actually fighting from different positions. And
now I have people who are on my side,
who
and
support
the baby that has people who are on, and now they.
At the end of the day, the two of you will come up and solve your issues, but the kid will have an issue. At the end of the day, tuseme anaenda shule na kuna mwalimu ako shule who knows the both of you. At some point, they will talk about.
See them differently.
Imagine mwalimu ana point mtoto wangu ati ule mtoto mwenye mamake babake alimtusi ati sijui
can I relate?
Wacha nikuonyeshe
an example yenye inaingiliana na hiyo. You see, like when I'm in marriage, inshallah, when I'm in marriage or in a relationship and probably I'm having issues with my partner, that's why I always say there are going to be my issues between me and my partner unless they get out of hand. My family shouldn't know that my partner did this and to me, because I will forgive my partner and I'm take back, but my family will never stop viewing him differently, and they will stop respecting him, and it's purely the same thing,
For me, I feel even the time when you are separating, don't let your family know you have separated. Let it take time for them to realize you people are not together. Because the moment they realize you people are not together, kuna connection to you inakatika.
Maybe I have a different opinion.
Same.
It all depends how amicable was this separation? Because sometimes you only need to flee, and the only safety net you need to go to is your family. What do you do? What would you do exactly? What would you do? They'll have to know. Yeah. But also, I'd advocate, if you are a sane person and you know yourself, don't allow something to get out of hand fast before you solve it.
Yeah.
If you feel like this is something that can really blow off, make sure you find a way around it to solve it fast before it affects you, your children, or your family, before everyone gets involved.
When I say like don't let your family know first, is where tumejamiana, we're together, tumejamiana. Maybe it's always a man who walks out. The moment I just walk out,
Nishapiga simu.
Oh,
that's very mature.
That's what I'm talking about. Let the situation calm down. You two sit down and agree. Now, because we have a lot of issues, I will be doing this and this and this. You'll be doing this and this. And then you agree, okay, it's now time for our families to know that we don't stay together. That's what I mean.
But well, okay, I don't know, but I think it depends with the whole situation and the whole thingy. How from the start ilianzaje. If from the start family was involved, then it will only be wise, if of course they know, because family sometimes could be badala ya waendelea kujijazia vitu zao, or if you people decided to involve family from the start, then it will only be wise or better for them to know, like, what, we separated. And sometimes sometimes actually, like she said, you'll find that family is the only
people you can go to,
is the only, I insist, yes, kinda home you need to go back to, from your partner, and for you to actually even be okay and stuff, and they will have to know. But probably I'd say there's nothing wrong, if you've both maturely agreed, like, what, we are going to separate now, whether you are maturely agreed or not, especially if it's the man who's walked out. There's nothing wrong if, probably I'll do a mature call to your parents, because you took me from my parents. So if it has not worked out and you as a man have decided to walk out, it will only be mature for you to call my parents and just tell them, in a good way, like, me, your daughter and I are no longer in a good way. In a good way, and probably this is how we've decided to make things. So in case anything happens,
just know that
we are not together. Yes,
she's not
we're not together.
But
you know what? If kids are involved, I'm still going to sure that I'm still going to take responsibility of the kids' needs, to cut them a lot of stress and whatever, so that now if they'll now take their time to now call their daughter and be like, so our son called us, told us this and this, like in a good way. See it ile umewapigia, msichana wenu sijui nini like ile.
That's why I say you have to calm down first. Sit down, the two of you, talk about it, then make your family.
Let me tell you something. In any conflict resolution, be it between
before
you and your friend, between you and your children, between you and your parents, between you and your spouse, your partner, your whatever, where in any conflict resolution, don't ever try to solve anything or communicate anything in the heat of it. Like, just let the heat calm down. Like, let it just go down completely. Then that is when you can say, now let's sit down and talk about this.
And that's a mistake that normally happens a lot. Like actually you will, most people will notice later that, what, I ought to have done this at that particular moment. Just keep quiet and for us, all of us, to calm down first, because we are human. During that period, come on, you've been there, during that period, your separation, whether it's a relationship or manini, kuna yo, like,
it's depressing, everybody's calling you, everybody's telling you, everybody's blah,
and
blah, blah.
Even the both of you are like so bitter, and at that time you even don't want to listen, even you don't want to speak, like, I don't want to see see this
And then
person, they'll be
you
like,
end
oh,
up
that,
forgetting
yeah.
about all the good things that happened,
Yeah,
all
yes,
the beautiful moments
and
that
even
you had.
you end
all-
up
yeah.
forgetting the fact that we ought to be mature, and
Yeah.
if this has come to an end, we ought to, you know, like agree and figure this out like human beings. Like, let's all go our separate ways. Let's let our lives speak on separately and all that. But probably just to sum this up, you know, like I think just one thing we're in unison is that as two adults who decided to have sexual intercourse and bring a kid into this world, an innocent kid into this world, you know what, try to just work on your bitterness and issues away from the kid first, and then remember that you have a whole human being that needs to be raised up appropriately and correctly, you know, and you know, just put your differences aside. See it murudi probably you, because now I feel like if start again trying to have sex here, to sneak in and all that, it's going to affect the, unless you people want to rekindle what you had, you know, unless you want to rekindle what you had initially, you know, like just kumbuka uni mtoto mko na yeye, let it be about the kid, not about issues zangu na zako zenye haziku work out. Let this be about the kid, and like baby mamas, like yo, yeah, I could agree. Toxicity kidogo, bitterness yenye nakujanga na bitterness, and that happens when someone hasn't worked on their traumas and issues and bitterness yenye iko nayo, you know. If a kid is involved, then this whole thing has to be maturely handled, and which I don't know, but sisi wote tumeagree, let's not affect innocent kids wenye wataenda kukua unresponsible people, traumatized kids, adults, teenagers and all that. Above all, we call it a wrap.
Above all, ni God.
Yep.
Nico?
Ni God.
God bless. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like
and share.
and also like feedback. We love feedback. Yeah. See you soon.